So, good morning, all of you. Am I audible? Can somebody confirm? Can you hear me properly?
Yeah.
Okay. So, thank you. So, welcome to the day 2 session of the orientation program. So, with these TCS squares, I hope I will start this session. So, the Nelson Mandela, the former president of the South Africa, the first president of the South Africa, Nelson Mandela, once said, "Remember to celebrate your milestones as you prepare for the road ahead." So today is one of your milestone in your career, right? So you are facing your second day of your orientation program, which lead your university career and your further job. So I feel privileged to welcome our today's speaker, first speaker for today's session, Mr. S. Sanmugadasan, Senior Assistant Librarian, University of Vaunia, to address a session related to the library access. So welcome, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. First of all, I would like to. Okay. I would like to welcome you all on behalf of the University of Vaunia Library and congratulate you all because of the hardship A level, and please mute the phones. Actually, the hardship to achieve this level actually in Sri Lanka, entering in the university life is very tough because more than 300,000 students sit for these A-level exams, and out of that, less than 30,000 have been selected. Actually, even that majority has passed the A-level, only 10% out of that 300,000, less than 10% of the students are selected for the university studies in Sri Lanka state universities. So in that case, we especially congratulate you all for your achievement. And once again, I welcome to the University of Vaunia on behalf of the University of Vaunia Library. Just we move to the what we call our library concepts. As you all have good experience in library, I hope because that you studied in your A-level or in the school libraries, you have the experience in school libraries, and rural library or that public libraries nearby to your residence. So, so I give an introduction about the university library and how our university libraries are functioning and what are the services that we provide for the undergraduate students. So in that case, they have given a title, library access and other related resources. So the mainly that I will discuss about the role of the library in university education, how far that in your studies it will help to your future studies in the university itself. So anybody can give an introduction or the definition, what is library? Do you have any idea? Because nowadays that do say we traditionally we are calling the library, but nowadays that it is called as an information center. Now uh, traditionally we call library, but nowadays it has been renamed, or that information center for all to access their needed informations. Okay, anyway, I go ahead with this. In our university library, you all have heard about that, our history of that library or the university. Earlier, the library, we started the library not from this. We have already started in 1991, since our Northern Province Affiliated University College. We have the library. We have a library which has been functioning since 1991 from the Northern Province Affiliated University College. Then from that, sorry. So this is earlier in 1997, it has been established as a Northern Province Affiliated University College, and that library also for that established. Then once that Northern Province Affiliated University College was upgraded as a Vaunia campus of the University of Jaffna since 1st April of 1997, then this library has been renamed as a Vaunia campus library. There are continuations, as you are aware, the university now it has been elevated as a university library. University, then that library's names also been changed as a university library. So we earlier started our programs or the works in Vaunia town. Now it has been shifted to Pambaimadu. Anyhow, we couldn't fully transfer the all library materials because of the space problem. Now the new building works are under constructions, and two-story building is going on, work is going on. Once it is completed, we will start our library functions in the new building. Again, this is your known information. I think our Pambaimadu location, it has been acquired for our university premises, earlier the campus and then now the university. This is almost 200 acres, and the net land is 160 acres of land acquired for this purpose of our university. Then the Faculty of Applied Science and Faculty of Business Studies are already there, and that later on that Faculty of Technological Studies was approved by the UGC, and it has been started their functions consequently there. And the Vaunia campus, the University of Vaunia, this is from 1st of August 2021. And nowadays, all the main activities have been moved to the Pambaimadu location. So now you can get all the services in Pambaimadu itself. You need not to go here and there. But those days, the administrative block and other sections were in the Park Road. Now it has been shifted to Pambaimadu, and temporarily they have working under the IT, Information Technology building, since this 2022. So this is our main location. This is the coverage of this. And the vision of the university, that is it is to achieving the vision, the university, all sections and divisions and faculty should work together to achieve the vision. So vision is that to be a leading center of excellence in knowledge advancement and dissemination for such a sustainable change. This is our vision of the university. Likewise, the mission to excel in the quality of education, innovative research and active collaboration for empowering the graduates and for the sustainable development of the region and the nation. So this is our mission statement. And our corporate motto, the quality educational service for motivated young people, which provide readily marketable academic and transferable skills that enable a competitive edge to survive and excel in dynamic job market. This is the university's vision, mission, and the motto. When considering the university library itself, there is three elements or the three force. One is that library staff, the other one is a readers, and the other one is a resource. So all these three has to work together to provide a good service to the reader. So these three factors should have a good relationship. Actually, mainly the human being, the library staff and the reader, they should have a good relationship among them to provide the good service, and the readers as well, they have to get the good service from the library. So as I asked in the beginning, so what is the definition of that library? This is actually nowadays due to this modern facilities, internet facilities and all these things, they even you can get the information even in your mobile phones for the all needed resources can be accessible. Anyhow, that library provides a additional and even the modern information. That information is actually for the academic people. Academically, you should have the general reading, plus your wide reading. So you have to utilize the library itself. Would help you to achieve. Even you can get a pass from the university, but if you wanted to get a good class, so first class, second upper, or second lower, like that. So if you have a wide knowledge, only can achieve such a ladder, because the those achievements not only give even sometimes you can get a paper qualifications, but when you face the interview itself, you should have a wide knowledge of that, because that interview there are various kind of people will be there. They will ask in the various types of questions, not only the academic questions, even the general questions may be asked. So in that case, you should be aware of the all aspects, even when reading newspapers or that journal articles or in your research purposes. We have online resources. So those things you can get from these information centers. So the membership, regarding the library membership itself, this is we are giving the membership for the students who have been registered in the university, and you have to produce your student registration card or whatever the identity card, like that. So by utilizing that card only, we will you have to show the card and you will get the application, and you have to fill it up and hand it over. Then automatically you will be enrolled to the library membership, and where you will be given the library tickets for utilizing the library resources. This is for the two kind of cards are given for that learning facilities, to enjoy your learning facility as well as your reference purposes. So to both you can utilize our membership card. That is we call the residence registration. So this is what I told you, by producing the valid document. So now you are in a virtual learning. Nowadays you are unable to access. So once you reach the university and you will collect your student identity card, then you can access the library as well. This is our normal opening hours. During the session and during vacations, it varies. And on the request of the students, if they are requesting during the exams or whatever time, if they request, we can extend the opening hours. Once it is nowadays, it is very difficult in the economic crisis and all other problems. So once it is over, we will move to that level. Then considering the university libraries, they consist of the various kind of resources, books, periodicals, reference sources, like that, reference sources, dictionaries, encyclopedias, bibliographies like that. And even that electronic resources, even we have an online databases as well as the books with CD-ROMs that can be utilized, and newspapers or fast question papers, dissertations or thesis of the previous batch students. And the organization of library resources, considering mainly we put the quick reference, permanent reference, and the lending collections. This is as per the materials conditions and materials importance, we classify into that quick reference or the permanent reference and just reference and the lending collections. This is with that we some collections may not be borrowed, you can only do the reference, and some collection you can, even the reference you can collect, but the thing is you can borrow it, but the overnight use only. So if you are borrowing today evening after 3 o'clock, the following day morning you have to return it back. But the lending books normally we give for 1 week and it will be extended for another 1 week. So the periodicals also, this is a all are like a reference material. So you can get photocopies, whatever the material you need, you can get it. And archival materials also, there is a closed access, but you can get the information or get the basic things, you can get it. And electronic resources, as I told you earlier, these are the electronic resources also we'll go in detail. Then our books are we shelved in that bookshelves in a classification order. That is, we call it. It is not a weird matter for you, but anyhow you have to know what is how they are shelving in that according to the classification DDC. We are using the 23rd edition of the new decimal classification order. So we have from 0 to 900. We classify the computer science, information and general works, philosophy and psychology, religion, social sciences, language, natural sciences and mathematics, technology, arts and recreations, literature and retro, history and the geography. So this is the way we mainly classify the things. So if you take for that some specific number, that computer science or natural science or environmental science, mathematics, biology, like that, you can identify the numbers. Anyhow, from our OPEX service, you will get simple and simply you can get it all. Mainly we divide the sections in the library as a lending section and periodical and newspaper sections, reference sections, and any archivals, even the Sri Lankan collection or sometimes that our area itself we can collect it. This is our technical processing of the library materials. Once we purchase the books, we are going to acquire those books, and that's we call it as an acquisition, and the cataloging. once that it is acquired by the section and it is cataloged and classified, and finally it is made to the readers. So this is how it works. I won't take much on this because this is a technical issues. This is just to you have knowledge of this. Mainly you have to understand what is going on in the library. This is earlier we used that format of cataloging. It's a manual card we used. This is how that card has been used, and even nowadays we don't use the card, but anyhow the card system is still there. You can see when you visit the library, you can see the cataloging cabinet. The physical description of that particular card is there: title, subtitle, edition, place of publication, publisher, ISBN, accession number, access points, like that. All the information it is there. So this is actually 5" into 3" size of card have been used, and it's a one what do we call it, catalog cabinet we use for it. For this is a manual things. This is an index card. This also we put that one card for that subject index you wanted to find it. All the card, this is all the informations will be there. From that you can access, and that title or class level class card. This is now we have given up because this is the catalog cabinet as told you. This is utilized for this manual work. This has been function those days. So likewise, you can see the materials within the library. Search, actually, you have to search things. This I again talk about the OPAC, Online Public Access Catalog. This is you can even if you are at your home, you can access this catalogs, online catalogs, and get the information from this. Just I show how you can get it. Have you visited our university website? Have you visited? Anyone? University. This is our university website. If you see the main community menu, the library. If you click the library, then it goes to this page. This is. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, sir, we can see you.
Oh, okay. So this is the library web page where this is the I told you the online public access catalog. So this is the library catalog. If you want to search one book, you can use this library catalog. You say title. So the computer, say one computer science. Then you can search it. So what are the computer science books available in the library? You can get all these informations. This is by using the title itself, you can get it. If you are aware of the computer science and engineering handbook, part B, or introductory, what we call introductory computer science, or introduction to computer science volume 1, Jane Satis. So if you know the author's information and the title, so you can go for this advanced search and put Like just you search book, you will get those. Or with all there, it will be narrowed down because there are only 2 books in the computer science. That's what. If you go for the advanced search, you can search. If you know the subject or the title, you put title. Likewise, title with order or the call number or the series or any other or the places or any other ISBN or ISBN or the ISN barcode like that. So with that you can search and find it. This is the page helpful for the students. So students and the staff can get advantage of. This is the page for the online access. This university actually in our page, another important thing is that e-services, electronic resources, e-books, identity. That's this term has been expired. The e-resources, these are the electronic resources available for us to access in the e-resource sections. This is what they can utilize for the mainly for final year. You can utilize this electronics, say Oxford and Journals, Oxford Journals. Then you can click and you can search to find it Oxford Journals. So this is the journal page itself. But likewise, this is e-services. You can get it, the benefit of that. And our research repository. This is our research repository. Actually, the digital research repository we use it as for the academic scholars and the students of the university can include their intellectual works in this page. So this is the dissemination and preservation of the digital document for the view. So we have such facilities and you can click and find all these research repository informations. So with that, this is the our web page. If you go there and you will get more informations in that page. Then we come again to our online public access catalog as an OPEC, where these are the facilities that I have demonstrated. So from that you can utilize those facilities. This is just total because I have in on one already I have shown you. So we need not to take much on this. And once you enter the university, we will give you a physical demonstrations within the library itself. So the lending facilities, the books are given on lending for 1 week, and readers may reserve books through the waiting list maintained in the library. If you are unable to get a particular book, you can reserve it. And anybody who failed to return the books on time, they will be charged, and you can renew your books once in other weeks unless you read you need to extend it. So another week it will be extended. Any library tickets or whatever the materials borrowed from the library have been lost, you have to immediately you have to report to the library. And the reference books are given for overnight only, and that I already told you. And the following day you have to return it. And the readers are responsible for the material borrowed from the library tickets. And the Sri Lanka collections, this is one archival things, because what are the whichever the documents were produced or the published in Sri Lanka, we are having a separate section to preserve the resources. That is we call it as a Sri Lanka collection, and we are providing some other separate collections services. This is we started as a Vanni collections that also be available in the library. So, and you are kindly requested once you physically attend into the library, you have to handle the books very care and delicacy. And you are advised to take to learn how to utilize the library. And then you can ask the library staff, because once you get familiarized, then you will be able to get it. And we are providing another service, the photocopying facilities, which are available in the library for the convenience of the readers, and material that belong to the library of the University of Vavuniya only be photocopied at a nominal rate. She is not a person, but another gent is there. And this charges, actually, this is just for an information. Once you enter, then you will again some more information. The open, if you are having the books over the durations, then you will be charged for it. And this is all the general principles are common for all libraries, not for the only university. All the libraries, as you are aware of that. This is our web page. You can go and find it. Some information. Oh, yeah, there is a contact information also there. If you need, you can contact us. Phone number and our email is there. So through our phone number or the email, you can get further informations. This is again, I emphasize on that we have to adhere to the rules and regulation of the library, and library resources are for the library users, so you can utilize it. And you are kindly requested to don't misplace or deliberately hide or tear this thing material. And once you completed your degree certificate will be issued. But before that, you will be get a clearance certificate. That clearance certificate, once we wanted to give a clear, we don't have any of dues with the library only, you will be given the degree certificate. So until that time, your degree certificate will not be issued until all the dues are settled to the library. So you should be very careful of that. Whenever you need any problem, you find any problem, you can consult our library staff. They are prepared to help you. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Sir, one of the
Yes.
student asked, when I keeping books of library over one day, how much should I pay to the library?
Over and above the permission, no?
Yes, I think they asking about.
before entering the university, they plan to keep the books. This is the charges. This is what you are asking, no?
Yeah, I think they are
Yes.
asking that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. The overdues, actually books, lending books, you are given first 1 week. Once you need it, then again it will be extended for another 1 week. If you are unable to return or if you fail to return, then you have to pay 5 rupees per book per day, working day. Like really, this reference books, 10 rupees per book per working. Any more questions?
Sir, the charge ₹5
Yes,
for 1 day ಇದೆ.
1 day, 1 day, 1 working day.
Also, another question Aslam asked, all the University of Sri Lanka libraries are connected or not?
Not. We individual, every university it has an individual. There's a unique actually their functions and all. It comes under the universities what we call university council. Under the university council itself, we are working. So there is no relationship among the university libraries, the universities and the libraries. But some services are provided commonly by the UGC, especially to the university libraries. The e-resources are shared by the University Grants Commission. They have formulated a library consortium. From that library consortium, the electronic resources are shared by the UGC. That is common for all university libraries. Otherwise, there is no direct connections among the university libraries. Everyone is unique.
Also, Samaratunga asked, do we have to pay registration fees?
No any fees, but we need to get the information. But all the payments should be made to the registration branch, not to library. We just want to get the information. So there's a registration application. You have to, once you fill it, and you will get a registration. Once you get it registered, you will be a member of the library, but we don't charge any money for it. Some other questions? Okay, Ms. Pramsa, shall we conclude it?
Yeah, another question Aslam asked, if we need some special book, can you provide in another libraries?
Yeah, there is a interlibrary loan facilities are there. If sometimes if that particular book is not available with us, we can make arrangement to get it down from other library. There's some understanding among the university libraries, even the public library. We may have a relationship with that we call interlibrary loan system. By that we can get it, no problem.
Sir,
Yes.
how many books can we take?
Yeah, in the first year, you can take 3 books, two reading books and 1 reference books. And gradually, you will be given additional cards. From that second year, 3 books. Like that, it will be go up to your third year.
Sir, will any competition be held on the library?
Library competitions means functions. During reading months, we will have some arrangements, but last 2-3 years we are, because of this current situation, we did not have any such a program. But in future we'll plan.
I mean, sir,
Yes,
questions exams for competition.
quiz exams.
Yes.
Yeah, there may
General
be
knowledge exam.
yeah, during the month of October, that is we call it as a reading months. Those during that time we will hold such program, not only the quiz, some other essay type questions, and lot of the things we can do it. But nowadays we don't hold those things because of that. Even our space is the problem nowadays. We are not able to, because once we go for our new building only, we can think about that. This is practically we are dispersed in 2 places and locations, so we are unable to even run the library nowadays. So once it is over, the problems are solved, we will, by next year onwards, it may be possible.
Thanks for complication, sir.
So hence, you don't have any questions. So shall we wind up?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so thank you so much, sir, our senior assistant librarian to the University of Vavuniya. He provided a lot of information related to the libraries, and the sites informations are, the links are given in the chat. So you can go to that sites and you can access sir, according to the knowledge given in the session. So thank you so much, sir. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
So, our next speaker is Mrs. S. Madhivadani. She is the director of Harmony Center of University of Vavuniya. So, Madam will be here. So, the second session will be start 10:50. So 2 minutes you will have some water or something you can take. Sharp 10:15 we will start the second session.
Thanks, Miss.
So we will start. So uh, on behalf of the Faculty of Technology, so we warmly welcome our second speaker, Mrs. S. Madhivadani, who is a senior lecturer as well as director of Harmony Center, University of Vavuniya. So we welcome you, ma'am. So over to you.
Okay, good morning. Thank you for your introduction of our part. So then, good morning, students who are very happy. Are you happy for this session? Because we are going to discuss about the social harmony and peace. So you have to be with a peace manner and with a harmony manner. So that's why I'm asking, are you happy to start the session?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss. But I
Yes.
don't know
Okay.
harmony.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So I especially welcome you all to this important session here. So especially that I'm Mrs. Madhivadani, Director Harmony Center, as well as the Senior Lecturer in Project Management, Department of Project Management, Faculty of Business Studies, of this same university. So you know that so the social harmony and peace today we are going to cover under this title. So especially we can see here the topic, so contents of today's session. So what's the social harmony, what's peace, then importance of the social harmony and peace, then role of the Harmony Center, University of Vavuniya, how to live in harmony and peace with others. So these are the sub-contents we are going to see within this 15 minutes time or 1 hour time we are going to cover. So before entering into the session, so just I have to say about the Faculty of Technological Studies. So especially they have invited us to give small speech or a kind of a session to you. So regarding the social harmony and peace. So especially that I thank to Dean Mr. Sudhakaran to invite for us to your session. And also then we have to share some ideas about the social harmony and peace because it's a compulsory and important part today. Not only our university system, to our country also is important. So that's why they realized about this title and they have invited to us to deliver some talk with you. So then other staff of the technological studies, so especially I thank, and today's the coordinator is Ms. Premisa. So thank you so much for inviting us first. So other things, so all the active participants and freshers, especially for the technological studies. So I warmly welcome to you all to this faculty as well as to our university. Thank you so much, especially. So then we can start the session. So now I can go to that first thing. So what do you mean by the social harmony? So do you have any ideas regarding that? Anyone from anyone? So then first I have to confirm so that slides is visible for you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So then you can observe the picture here. I have given small photos in the slide. We all visible those things?
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Yes. Yeah, please see the photos also. So look at those things and say me what you mean by the social harmony.
Social harmony is humanity.
Sorry. Loudly speak, please. Ashen. Akshan. Please say again. I couldn't hear you. Please. What about others? Did you understand what he told?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please. Aslam.
I can see the variety of culture.
Yes. That's only you have realized about the harmony, different culture. Okay, different culture we can include into that. So is there any other meanings of these photos and other social harmony related aspect? So do you know about this?
Excuse me, miss.
Yeah, please.
There are good many with other religions peoples.
Yeah, other religious peoples you have observed. So can you say, based on that, what do you mean by the social harmony? Others from girls, especially girls. No one. So all are boys in the classroom. Please. Anybody from girls? No one in the girls in the classroom. All are boys. Please let me know. I think 125 persons are here.
Miss, all persons are linked by the relations.
Yeah, whatever they can say. Okay, it's okay. So then we are discussing about the social harmony. That's why that I try to link with the girls and boys, two sides. So gender balances. Okay, it's okay. So just you can see the picture here. So girls and boys are mixing. Then different cultural aspect, you know that one person dress code and wearing that jewelries and everything is changes from individual. So the uniqueness are there. Everyone they have in the different units, different cultural parts, different ethnic groups. You can see that here Muslim societies are there representing some percent, Tamil societies are there, Buddhist societies are there. So there are different so cultural aspects interrelated in this paper. So the photos. So you can see that is a dress code, then their behaviors and cultural aspect. So even though you can identify easily which kind of things we can get through the social harmony. Okay, so the social harmony means is a different cultural aspect, different ethnic groups, different religious group, maybe the different that societies. Okay, so they all have to live with together. So they are mixing. So because they cannot live individually. So they have to mix it. They need some help from other societies or from other people. So they have to collaborate. They have to interact. So that is the meaning of social harmony. So they have to unite. Okay, for their social development, for their economic development, for their political freedom. So for that, so they have to join with everyone, with together. Okay, so that they have unite. So that is the meaning of this social harmony. Different societies are there. So you know that in our university also, so even in your classroom, now 225 students are here. You all are in a one society? No. So especially you can see you all different community, different societies. You can see that different ethnic groups in your bunch. Okay, different religious group, different cultural groups. So even though you can identify, you have to come in a classroom today to get the education. So like that, you have to get some services, then educations, then other economic things, then environmental aspect. You have to look after because we all are in a situation in a country. Okay, so then inside the country also, then we have to think about the regional setup, rural setup, urban setup. There are a lot of geographical variation also there. Okay, think about how many of we are from the northern province, how many of we are from the western side. So how many of we are in the central part, or how many of we are in the southern part or eastern part. So then you know that in the regional wise, in the geographical wise also, we have divided. Okay, but how we unite today to our lectures? Okay, everyone join. Now you are one society. Okay, you are in a one classroom. You are in a one lecture hall. So then you may be in the multi-ethnic groups or multi-religious group, or you may be in a multi-cultural groups. But to get the education services, so you have to unite, or you have to together. So come together to get the services and goods and other important services for your daily lives. Not only your daily lives, for your whole sustainable life also, you have to link with others. So that is the thing, is a social harmony. So have you got the idea something regarding social harmony?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So when we come into the social harmony, so social harmony can be defined as a procedure of assessment. So because now we have discussed different multi-ethnic groups, religious groups, then cultural groups, so then different societal teams, then we have to articulate, encourage trust among others, then admiration. We have to respect to others. Okay, so maybe in your classroom, so then different religious communities are there. So then we have to respect to others. Different societies are there. We have to respect others. Okay, so we have to understand about their culture, about their religious aspect, about their cultural activities. You know that if in the classroom, if you one family, so one persons have got any impacted, so maybe the disasters, or maybe the COVID-19, maybe the crisis, maybe the poverty, so then you have to think about himself or herself also. You have to support to her or him. Okay, so then that is the respectation is needed. So then their language, their cultural aspect, or their religious aspect, you have to respect them. So then only they also can respect you. So that is the respectation we are expecting from the social harmony. Then generosity and equity. So then as a classroom, as a society, you have to work together to achieve one objectives. Okay, so then you all are going to get the education service in the university period. So 4 years time you are going to spend here. So then how you are going to work together to get better education service from your department or from your faculty. So then you have to work together. That is the thing is mainly here, that unite. So then especially when you have that this kind of characteristics from you, so then especially the other people, you have to respect the other peoples in any particular society, not only the university things. So you can go to a society, so you can go other regions, so you can go the country level. So there are different aspects you have to meet. Okay, so then you have to respect the others in any particular society, regardless of their religion, caste, gender, race, age, and occupation, and etc. So much of things available in the society. So then you can observe in your classroom also, now there are different religious groups are there, different caste groups. So nowadays we know that we don't think about the caste, but in the family level, in the society levels, when we get the marriage or some our family religious things, so family aspect, so we are thinking about the caste. But in our common purpose, in common aspect, when we think about the social harmony, we don't mind about the caste. So we have to respect all the caste. But in our the traditional way, so we have divided in different caste, different religious things, in different groups we have divided. But for our common purpose, we cannot see this kind of aspect. Okay, then gender balance. Now I have asked from the girls to say about the opinion of this harmony gender or harmony aspect. So then gender. So different gender balances we have to look at. So then race, then age groups. So even in your classroom also in different age, maybe the students may be there. So then if you go for the society, so different age groups are there from that younger age to up to elders. Okay, there are different age groups are there. Then we cannot think about, so they are the that youngest, then we don't need to mind about that. You have to consider about all the age groups. Okay, then occupation, different occupations in your society. So everything you have to respect. you have to look at their aspect as well among other aspects. Okay, so this is the common ideas about the social harmony. I hope you all have got some ideas about the social harmony. Okay, so when we come into the social harmony, so then already I have told you among all the members, you have to have some understanding. Okay, so then different groups, different multi-ethnic parts, different multi-ethnic groups, religious groups, or maybe the different cultural groups we have. So then we have to have some common understanding among all the members of the society. So everyone have the unique ideas, opinion, then behaviors, characteristics, then custom, rules, regulations, everything's have. So then we have to understand all the people's aspects. Okay, that is the thing. Basically, we can define the harmony. So we can mean the harmony, understanding among all the members of the society. Okay, so then the feeling of mutual cooperation among all the members of the society. So you can have some feelings of mutual cooperation. So just I have told you, you are going to get the education service here. So then to achieve your objective, you are going to have some mutual cooperations among all the members. So this you can consider as a small society within you. So when we go for outside of the university, you can have the different societies. You are living with the society. So then you have to have some mutual cooperations among all the members of the society. That is the meaning of the social harmony. So you have to feel that one. So we are together. Okay. So we are interconnected to get some activities or to reach some objectives. So to do some social activities. So you can think in different way. So then if we go further about this social harmony, that's unity and understanding among different caste, religion, tradition, language, and so on. So much of things available. Okay. So even though in your classmate, you can consider as a society now. So then you are in Tamil speaking persons, then Sinhala speaking persons. In the language also we have divided. But we have to respect others. Okay. They are the Sinhala speaking people as a Tamil. So I have to respect them because they are the peoples. But in the language wise, they are different with us. Okay. So think about in the religious wise, Hindu, Tamil. So then Muslims, they are different. Buddhist. Think about their cultural aspect, religious aspect. We have to respect them. Okay. Tradition. Think about from our birth. So we are following some traditional aspect with our family. So family is the basic body of our society. Okay. So that traditional aspect should be come along with us. But we have to respect other people's traditional aspect because they are the belongingness, that one, belongingness. So then language. So as I told you, so these differences we have, but among these aspects, we have to have the understanding and unity to achieve something. Okay, to work or to live in the society. So that's important. So then, not only this, so unity among geographically, as I told earlier you, so we have divided in the geographical aspect as well. Okay, so I cannot say I am living in Vaunia, I am living in Jaffna, I am living in Colombo, I am living in Kurnagal, I am living in Matare or Matale or Gaul. So in the geographically, we have divided in the separate places. So if we go for further regional setup, so northern region, so western region, southern region, different setups are available. So the tri-zone, wet zone, intermediate zone, so different zones are available in the geographically. Okay, so if we think about this geographically also, we cannot say we are the northern part, they are the southern part, they are the central part. So there is no any connection between them. We can work there, we can work here. So like that we cannot say because we are the country. So we are the one country people or citizens. So then we have to have some coordination among the geographical aspect as well. So we have to unite to get something as geographically. So then culturally and socially diverse people. So there are diverse social people also available in our country. So think about. So especially when we go for that Mikuntala area. So then which are the specialty in the Mikuntala? Okay, so then indigenous people are available. Okay, so then we have to look at them also. We have to respect them because they have the separate social structure, they have the separate culture, they have separate language. But anyhow, we have to respect them. Okay, as a city or as a country or as a region, so we have to come together to work. So we have to respect them. We have to understand about their cultural things otherwise. So if we understand these kind of things, or if we understand this kind of different aspect, so we don't have any violence in our society or any conflict. So that's why, so you have to think now which important we have to give to this social harmony. Okay, so then when you understand very clearly about the social harmony, so you can understand the importance of that. Okay, so here you can see in this picture. Okay, so come to that. When we think about the social harmony, as I told you earlier, geographical regions, language, tradition, caste, lifestyle, religions, there are separate different aspects are available. So we have to understand everyone as well as we have to respect them. So this is the main aspect I'm going to give to you through the social harmony. Okay, I think most probably you have got most and most ideas regarding the social harmony. So when we come into that harmony, social harmony, so I have stressed some words, unity. So you can say, what is unity? So unity shows what things have in common, how they are like. So unity is the things that joins the parts together, someness, sameness and oneness. So uniform, so we are joined as a team. So that may be the students, teachers, servant, nurses, police, or different sectoral aspect may be there. So then we have to work together for a common development. That may be the social development, economic development, or country development, or nation's development. So we have to think. So we have to come together. We have to uniform. That is the thing I am stressing here again through the harmony. So when we come into that harmony, so as I told you earlier, is a family is the basic unit of the society. Okay, within the family also we have to keep some harmony. Okay, so a peaceful and harmonized family built upon family ethics. That's why I'm telling. So when we come into the family, so the family ethics should be developed through our family. So then that should be kept throughout that growing period. So same thing when we go for the society, second special unit of the things. Okay, the societal aspect should be developed through the society. So when we come into the education period, schools, universities, okay, then you have to keep some ethics. It's a culture you have to create. Then once getting the degree, so you are going to go to work. So in the working organizations, you have to have some harmony or peaceful mind to work. Okay, so then once working finished, you have to save for your society, for your country, with your experiences, the expertise. So you have to use them for the country development, for a future generation sustainability. So due to that, so we have to work together. So we don't have any differences between us. Okay, so then we have to join together and we have to work towards the common framework. That's why I'm telling you, this social harmony is most and most important in your classroom, in your university premises, in your societies, in your regions, in your country. So you all have more and more ideas regarding this. But anyhow, you have to have some clear ideas, clear picture about that. Okay, so just we have discussed now the harmony. So then we have to think now about the peace, how this peace realized. So as I told you, the harmony means when to feel happy, when to feel the understanding. So then when people are all getting along together, so when people are nice to one another, okay, then it's the flow of life or flow of life. So think about harmony. So based on this terminology is mostly indicated about this harmony. When we come to this peace, so peace and occurrence of harmony. So once occurring the harmony, only we can realize the peace. So which characterized by the lack of violence, conflict behaviors, and the freedom from fear of violence. So that's the things I have told you earlier. So when we have the harmony, so then we can get the peace, then we can realize, we can feel. So we can feel that lack of violence. So that is the peace. We can realize we don't have any conflict between us. So that's the peace. So we don't have any freedom from fear of violence. So that is the peace. So you can realize. Okay. So then when we come into that peace, then only we can realize the health, then social development, economic welfare, then establishment of the equity, equality, and working political orders towards to reach the country development. So think about. Okay. So this kind of aspect is commonly understood now. So that's why that everywhere we are talking the social harmony, interactions, okay, then peace and development studies. There are different educational programs are increased now, because anywhere, so everywhere we have the multi-ethnic groups, multi-religious groups, multicultural groups. So we have to come together to work, to get any services, any goods. Okay, so then we have to work together for our social prosperity, economic prosperity, environmental prosperity. So we have to look at those things. So that's why we are thinking about the peace. So now you have realized what are the differences between this harmony and peace, but mostly interacted words both, but you can see the differences. Harmony, okay, you can feel the happy, you can feel, or you can get together. So that is the harmony. But peace is occurrence of the harmony. Okay. So then you have got the ideas here. So here you can see peace is more than the absence of war. Peace is about harmony. So peace always goes from the harmony, but harmony gives peace and happiness to you. So this is the important aspect you have to get into your mind. Then when we come into the importance of the social harmony into a daily life, so already I have given to you. So it increment of people's participation. You know that if you get the services, or if you provide any services and any development activities to your societies, so that's if you keep the harmony among yourself, that's mean so you are giving the people's full participation to your activity, to your work. So then if you receive the full participation or 100 participation to our works, so then that's 100% successful project or successful work. So then people's participation is important. So that's why the social harmony enforced to anywhere. Okay. So think about into a classroom. You are going to do a small project to achieve something. Okay. So then 125 students are here in your classroom. So think about, you are going to work the common activities, common project to your department or to your faculty. So think about 125 persons also have to have common framework to you. Okay. So otherwise, some person have the different opinions, other 10% may have any different things. So other groups, they may have in the different parts or different perspectives. So then how we can implement that particular works or particular projects? We cannot. So there are some that conflicts, then opinion differences from your batch. So then think about. So we cannot get the first participation from your batch. So that's why if we keep some social harmony among yourself, so we can get the fullest participation, people participation, active involvement. Okay. So then that will help to success of your projects or success of your work. Okay. So then you have to understand now the social harmony in which level importance to us. Okay. Then when we come into the rapid economic development, okay, Now we are thinking in the country, the economic development, social development. So we are thinking now how we are going to, because now we are realizing the economic crisis, the COVID-19 disasters. So then different things we are thinking. So we are living in the critical situations. Then how we are going to manage it? So how we are going to get the development of our country? So we are thinking in different way. Okay, but if we don't have any unity from us or any intercoordination from us, we cannot do anything. So that's why I'm telling, if we increase the rapid economic development, so we have to have some social harmony. Then only we can give it all the efforts towards that particular economic development. Then we can receive the sustainability of the economic development, as well as we can reach to the economical prosperity as well. Okay, so then social harmony is important point when we discuss any development activities, any project task, any simple activities. Okay, so then, right, when we think about the promotion of the peace and order, so the country's economic things, political things, stability of the political parties, peace. So when we think about that, so when we have this social harmony only, we can promote the peace and order. Otherwise, they cannot respect. Though they cannot follow the orders, they cannot follow the bylaws, they cannot follow the act and the political orders. So think about, when we unite only, so then we can promote the peace and orders. So that also important to our country, to regulate the administration, to regulate the countries. Okay. So then maintenance of social norms and rules. Think about. So we have the different social communities, societies. So then we have the different social norms and rules. Think about, if the Muslim persons, they have their religious norms and rules in their all the activities. Think about if the Buddhist person, so they have their religious norms and rules. So then they have to follow that. But when we come in together now to get the education service, so we have to respect all the ones. So we have to keep the common framework to achieve the particular task. So then you can realize now what is the importance in the social harmony, to get the social norms and rules, regulations. So we have to maintain for that. So if we have to maintain those things, so we have to have the social norms or social harmony, regulations, and everything we have to follow. Okay. So then when we come into the unity, already we have discussed, and cooperation in the society. So while we have the social harmony only, we can realize the unity and cooperation in the society. Right? So then further we can see settlement of all types of conflict. This is another important part. So different ethnic groups may have the different opinion of the countries, different opinion of the economy, different opinion of the political things, but we have to settle all the opinions. So we have to settle all the conflicts between the different groups. You know that last 30 years conflict we had some experiences regarding that. So different ethnic groups so have some small civil unrest. So how we settle those things? Okay. So this type of conflicts we can reduce when we realize the social harmony and peace in our societies. So you know now, so how we can say the significance of the social harmony into a school life, into a personal life, into a family life, into a society life, into a citizenship of the country. So you have to think and think. Okay. So we cannot increase the violence, conflicts, and things. So we have to finish everything. We have to come at settlement. Okay. So that is the thing is social harmony. So you have got more and more ideas now here. So when we come into the University of Vavuniya, okay. So under this University of Vavuniya, so we have established the Harmony Center. Okay. This Harmony Center was established on 25th September 2021. Recently, we have established this one. So Harmony Center of the university mainly aims to encourage students' efforts in peaceful living, promote inter-ethnic, intercultural, inter-religious understandings and interactions. So as I told you earlier, in the different cultural groups, different religious groups, different ethnic groups, different societal peoples are here. Okay, so then we have to understand together. So everyone's cultural aspect, everyone's religious aspect, ethnicity, then we have to interact with others. So this aspect is mainly enforced through this that Harmony Center of the University of Vavuniya. So second things to build the relationship among the diverse groupings of the students, staff, as well as among public, local government, actors, and religious leaders. So think about. So we have to keep some relationship among the group of the students. So different student societies are there. So we have to have some relationship among them. Then when we go for the staff side, okay, staff members also in the different ethnic and cultural and religious groups they have. So then we have to respect them. We have to coordinate with them. Then only how we can run the faculty, how we can run the department. So everyone have to have some coordinations, the close relationship among others. So as well as the public. So we have to have the people. Without people, why we are studying, why we are going to work? For the community, for the people. So we have to support them. Okay. So then we have to have some close relationship with the public. The local government. Think about, there are different actors in the local level, urban council, Pradesh Sabha, then DS division. So lot of local government set up also there. So then we have to coordinate with them. Think about in the university premises, maybe you can get a lot of waste. How you are going to manage that? So we have to discuss with the urban council or Pradesh Sabha to deal that. Okay, there are some coordinations should be needed. So then religious leaders, different cultural community, different religious persons are here. Then when we have any event, so we have to invite them. Then we have to give some talks to guide the people in the religious manner. Okay, so then to provide comprehensive education for conflict transformation in post-war Sri Lanka. So we have to give some harmony-related and peace-related education also to you. So now you are discussing or you are studying the technological studies subjects, but you have to work with the societies. Then without knowing the societies, how you are going to work or how you are going to use your technological knowledge to the working organizations. Okay, then you have to have the people, you have to have the local government and ministerial level line ministries are there, then public organizations are there, public civil societies are there. You have to coordinate to everyone. So then within those, you have to have some close relationship, close coordination. The harmony should be needed there. Okay, so that's why we have formulated or we have established this Harmony Center in the University of Vavuniya. So you can think about the system of that, the organization structure of the Harmony Center. So when we look at this organization structure, normally that university council, senate is there. So for the decision making body, so under that vice chancellor also there. So under the vice chancellor, okay, that director will be appointed from among the senior academic staff. So that director will be handle the Harmony Center activities under purview of the vice chancellor. Okay, then under that there are some management committee available. So the management committee that they can discuss every aspect what they are going to do. So then what are the decision they can take it. So then under that assistant registrar and assistant bursar are there. Assistant registrar so is responsible for them for the administration task. Then assistant bursar is the financial task for the responsible. Okay, then other technical officer or research assistant also is there. So then for the research part, for a technical knowledge that assistance if they need it, so then they can support to the Harmony Center activities. Then management assistants for the program we have appointed. So then that person's look after for the routine activities. Then work aid. So this is the structure of the Harmony Center. So this is established in the university system. So that you know that we are the proud persons here. In Sri Lankan University, we are the first implemented persons established the Harmony Center in the university system. Then after the UGC implemented a circular to establish the social reconciliation centers in all the universities. Okay. Now is 17 universities have this structure in the university system. They are following this social harmony and reconciliation activities in the university system. Okay, this is the things you have to know. So when we come to the system, why we set this harmony center in the university premises? So in the university small survey we have conducted, you know that 50% of the students and staff side, language is one of their barriers for day-to-day communications. So why they didn't interact with others? So they have the language barriers, the communication barriers. So then when we think about these language barriers and communication barriers, so we have to give some communication. So that's why we have to connect with others. So then language programs we have to implement. Okay. Then when we come into the 40% of the persons, they have some boundaries in the cultural levels. Okay. 17% of the things, they have the boundaries in the religious practices. Okay. Then friendship level in the 60%. In the outside of the classroom, they don't have any close relationship. So 60% of the people or students, they don't have any interactions outside the classroom among others. So then if they introduce this kind of centers, so we can give the opportunities to them to interact. So they can do some common activities, then playgrounds, indoor stadiums, so then open spaces activities. So we can implement something. So due to that, we have thought to establish this harmony center and established. Okay. So then there are a lot of issues we have observed. So especially lack of understanding other community problems, lack of interactions within and between the south and east or north and local people, youth, community and rural and urban. There are separate divisions I have told you in the geographically. So we don't have we don't have much understanding about other community problems. So then we have to interact with others. So that is the real problem we have identified. Then we have brought this harmony center in the university premises. So when we think about vision of the Harmony Center, so to be a leading center of excellence in creating inter and intra harmony amongst diverse group for the sustainable change. So we have to have some inter harmony as well as intra harmony amongst the diverse group. So within the group as well as between the groups, we have to keep some harmony. So that is the main vision we have to realize about that. So when we come into the mission of the Harmony Center, training, learning, engagement. For what? So then we have to build a bridge or relationship among other groups and communities and create the harmony and sustainable regional national development to our country. So that's why we are working towards giving some training, learning and engagement activities we are doing. So here I have listed the activity plan here. So especially for the promoting the communal harmony. So then language courses, then tour from the north to south, south to north. So then religious activities, sports festival. So when we come into the workshop and seminars regarding this social harmony and learning activities, then some celebrations of the religious and cultural festival, especially that Thai Pongal, New Year, Veshak, Ramzan, Christmas. So different religious group, there are different festivals are there. So we can celebrate that one. So then heritage festival of art and craft. So then different societies, they have the different heritage activities. So then we can implement through that. So then introduce some certificate, diploma, undergraduates, postgraduates, and master's programs. So we can implement that. So there are some diploma programs and certificate programs on our track. So just we have finished some curriculum. So now we are searching the funding to implement the courses. Then construct a full-fledged Harmony Center building in the university premises. So these are some activities we have mentioned in our Harmony Center platform. Then some other psychosocial activities, then digital platform regarding the harmony, then research and publication, nurture harmony, then media, especially we have to join with us. So these are the main actions we have planned and we are doing. So through this Harmony Center. So you all know the university system, how we are connecting this harmony aspect between the university community as well as between the students. So then we have to think now how to live in the harmony and peace with others. So system are here. organizational setups are here. So then we have to work together. So we have to live together with the harmony and peace. How? Please say some aspects. How we can live. So how we can live with the okay? There are a lot of aspects available to follow the harmony and peace in our community, in our schools, in our university, in our societies. So we can listen to other people when they talk to you. Okay, so we can listen first the others' ideas, other opinions. So if we properly listen, if we respect them, so then we don't have any conflict or violence or any misunderstanding or between others. So then we can keep it good climate in the harmony. So then talk about non-controversial topics with the people. Okay, the certain topics, so we can remove it. So common aspect we can discuss with others. Okay, so we can talk about, it's best to talk about the movies, weather, or anything that does not lead to a confrontation. So you can think about some aspect, how we can live it with the harmony among us. Okay, so then set proper boundaries with people in your life. So you know that, so every people, they may have the different characteristics, different behaviors. So you have to understand them. So accordingly, you have to work. So how we can keep the relationship with him or her, so without any conflict or without any misunderstanding. So we have to decide how we can keep the good relationship with others. Okay, then we can think some differences between the people. So but when we work together, we have to respect for others, bring peace and harmony. The important things, respectation. So everyone, different races, cultures, different ethnic and whatever we can. So but we have to respect all. So it's easily bring the peace and harmony among us. So without these respectations for the people of different races or ethnicities or cultures or religions, how can we have a peaceful and harmonized society or world? So that, so without a harmonized society, atmosphere conducive to spiritual happiness and self-realization. So the social harmony, then if we need to have social, economic, and among us. So then we have to work towards that. So then improve the intercultural, interethnic, and interreligious interactions of the university community as well as the public. So we can encourage all the stakeholders to take positive steps towards living in the harmony. So we can provide the non-formal education that focus on living in the harmony. So that's why the Harmony Center, we are doing a lot of activities. So like some celebrating the cultural festivals, then religious festival. So if we have the Ramadan celebration, so then we can invite all the Buddhist societies, all the Hindu societies, all the Christian societies. They can come there, then they can see the patterns of their celebrations, of their cultural activities, of their religious activities. Then we have to understand their cultural aspect. Then we have to respect them. Okay, if we have the Veshak festival, so then other religious community people we can invite, then we can coordinate it, we can see their respectness, so we can see their cultural uniqueness, so then we can respect them. So no any issue there. So that is the work Harmony Center is working now. There are a lot of studies related part also we are doing. So then there are different cultural programs, so sports program, then nurture harmony, especially environmental aspect also we are doing. Then especially due to the crisis situation, due to the COVID situation, different online programs like a workshop and training programs we are conducting. Some language programs we are planning, because language is a very barrier to you, so to connect with others. Okay, so you may have some fearness between the other the language speaking people. So don't fear anything, try to speak with them. Okay, so that if we develop the language courses, so it will help you to interact others easily, so you can reduce some fearness. So through that we can realize the harmony, we can realize the peaceness among us. Okay, So these are my points here. So then the Harmony Center always run that functioning university system. I am the director one to that. So you can contact anyway. So do you have any clarifications here? So if you have any interest to work together, so you can join us. Then you can celebrate together, and we can expect the social harmony and peace throughout your university journey as well. So you have to continue this system for your societies, so to the country, so to all the nation development. So that is my kind advice to you. So thank you so much. If you have anything, please you can ask me or let us later also through the email or phone calls. So in the finally, I have a request for you. Let's live in a harmony. So then we can reduce the conflict. We can work together to achieve our nation's development. So that is my kind request to you. You all have to together work. So then only we can achieve the social development, economic development, and country development. Okay, so then we can live together, we can celebrate a lot, we can respect to others, we can live happily with a peaceful manner. Thank you so much. So if you have anything, so any feedback, if you don't have any questions. From anyone.
Yes, no, it's very useful. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So from others, especially girls. So don't wait with that education, the study matters only. Join to others, other programs, sports activities, then some other extracurricular activities, especially that some other short courses, certificate courses, then some other common programs in the university system. There are a lot of opportunities are here. So go to library in mixing, then you can take different books and you can read it. So then you can incorporate with other sports activities and other curricular activities. So it will help to you. So not only the study. So other curricular activities is most and most important. You can collaborate with other society people. You can collaborate with other ethnic people. So then you can increase your language skill. So through that you can improve. You can increase your personality. So that's why we have formulated this kind of setups in the university premises. You all can join with us and you can work together. Okay, if you don't have anything, I can hand it over the session to Premisa.
Yeah, so hence you don't have any questions to ask. So thank you so much, ma'am. So it was a detailed as well as the wonderful presentation. Also, the encouragement words to our students was very valuable. And thank you so much, ma'am, for your time and your effort. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. I can wind up session. Thank you. So you
Thank you,
can
ma'am.
continue your balance task. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you so much.
So, do you want some 5 minutes break, or do I need to continue? So I guess if you don't,
I want break, Miss.
okay, so let's take a 5 minutes break. 11:14. So 11:15 we will start. So don't leave. Just you can unmute and you can take your break and come after 11:15 sharply. We will start. And the whoever using the phones and other names, email names, please rename your register number and full name. Otherwise, we can't take your attendance. So please change your full name and register number. Otherwise, your attendance will be missing. Yeah, okay.
I should provide a level 2 application which is support to the customers, and I should investigate and resolve the wholesale billing, customer issues, provision, billing, and rating issues. I should complete all the allocated tickets in daily basis. I should follow up the system and the transaction errors and get them cleared. I should work in weekend and public days also, and provide 24/7 on call support. Review of my CV. In your CV, you should include objective part. In the objective part, you can mention your current position, what your qualification, and what kind of job you are seeking. And in the education field, you can mention your education qualification, like if you get any diploma courses, also you can add. And in the achievement and volunteering part, you can mention your achievements from whole campus life. For that, try to participate all the competition, like sports competitions and the coding related competitions. And next one is project experience. In this field, you can mention what you done in your semesters. Please try to get unique ideas for the projects, and it will help to you in the recruitment time. And in the professional skills field, you can mention what did you done in the semesters, what is your skills. You can add this. And the next one is, how did I choose my career? First, access myself. First, I learned about myself. What is my value? What is my interest? What are my skills? Like that. Basically, I'm not confident with the software related jobs, but I really wanted a IT related job which will give me a different experience. So I choose tech ops. Next one is, how did I prepare for my internship? My internship learning process. First, I referred about my work which I want to get. First, I created my LinkedIn profile, and then I thoroughly read the job post that related to me. In the job description, recruiters will post their expectation. So from that, I got some idea what I want to learn further. So before go to the interview, I learned about the required tools and practice it. Interview questions. Normally they ask, introduce yourself. Then they ask technical questions, like they will give some real world examples. From that, they will ask some questions, technical questions. And the MySQL queries also they ask. And then they ask, tell some Linux basic commands. And what did you know about the AWS? AWS is normally a cloud storage. And next one is, why you want this job? And then tell about your projects which did in your semester, and tell about your research project. Help from the department. Our department really gave a great support to me. They particularly assigned a lecture for this. They conduct many sessions about to prepare, how to prepare the CV, and they correct our CV related mistake individually, and they teach us how to go to the interview and how to perform in their interview and how to answer the questions. And they frequently informed about the job hirings in the companies, and it's more helpful to us. I give my personal email here. If you have any question about intern, you can ask me. Thank you, Premisha madam, for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Sangeeta. So it's a great one. So with the time permit, I will add. So please ask you if you have any questions, you can ask in the chat. So we will discuss after the session. So next, I will like to welcome Madhusan Edirsinga. He is also from your 4th year batch. He is currently working as a quality assurance engineer at Virtusa. So please welcome Madhusan Edirsinga.
Thank you, Premisha Miss. Good morning, all of you. So I would like to welcome to the University of Vavuniya. So I'm going to explain about my career path from university to intern. Is there visible, ma'am?
Yes, you can continue.
Okay, thank you. So about me, I'm Madhusan Edirsinga, currently studying 4th year 2nd semester. After the 4th year 1st semester end, we have to join for this industrial training. So I was recruited by Virtusa Private Limited as an associate engineer, QA automation. You learn about the company's details from the Sangeeta. I would like to explain about the services and industries. These are the main services that they are going to produce when it is come to the services sites: consulting and designing, digital engineering, cloud transformation, and managed devices. These are the industrial that they are going to working with their business purposes: banking and financial services, communications, healthcare, life sciences, information services, insurance, and manufacturing. These are the main industrial from the Virtusa. These are the responsibilities as a QA engineer automation, also known as quality assurance automation engineer. QA automation engineers design automated tests to validate the functionality of web and mobile application. Their job is to create the initial test designing, write the scripts, install the automation testing protocols, and report the results. These are the responsibilities that attach to me. Meeting with the software design team to discuss verification protocols, identify software application weaknesses and target areas, sketching out idea for automated software test procedure, reviewing software bugs reports and highlighting problems area, writing automation scripts and implementing software applications, designing and install software databases, troubleshooting automation software and finalize system procedures, identifying quality issues and creating test reports, collaborating with the design teams to solve application faults, automation tools like I'm working with the Selenium tools and APM tools. There are more automation tools so far, but in our Virtusa Private Limited company, they use these Selenium tools mainly. These are the help from the department. First thing is need to have a strong CV or resume. For these tasks, our department gave structure as well as how we create a strong CV. Not only the creation, but also they corrected our CV until it comes stronger manner. Second point is where can search from internship. The department help us to create the LinkedIn profiles, and they forced to create the profiles because I think that was the amazing place for search internship as a university students, because here you can add your achievements, personal details, as well as the project that you will be going to do the project in 3rd year. Also you can add that details over to the your profile, as well as most of the companies require that profile when you apply. So I would like to force to create that LinkedIn profile. You now also you can create that one, and you can expand it to when your achievements is comes. Third point is conducted valuable session via Zoom. Our department did great job for achievement our ultimate goal by conducting sessions which included how can face the interview online or physically, as well as they guide us what will be to the interview question and how we can perform well. Likewise, they help a lot of in my opportunity. We faced to the Virtusa interview physically. So our department gave us more guidance to how to perform the interviews and what we dress. Likewise, they help us. These are the CV. You can view my CV from the left side. You have to, first of things, you have to gather your information and categorize it well, and take a simple template. Don't go beyond in a more colorful, because this is a simple template, because the company wants your details, what you have learned, what your achievement, what your cost. Then you can use simple template and arrange that information in a correct manner. You need to have a good, strong CV. Then the department will be also help to your internship. So keep in touch the CV structure, as well as how I choose my career path. According to my knowledge, first we need to identify which path I want to go as a software developer or QA engineer or network administrator or any other. It totally depends on what I prefer to do. Second point is search internship opportunity via LinkedIn and check the job role that really what I need. Then apply. You need to check the details about the job description and what is the job role. You need to check whether it is suited for your knowledge and your talent. Then please check whether the details and then apply. Another thing was I wanted to join a company where I can get more knowledge and learn a new thing as well. So here you don't think about the company name. You need to think about the knowledge. Where can you get more knowledge? Then the company that the company brand is not not value for the internship. You need to get more knowledge for your career path. This is my interview question was introduce yourself. Why I choose QA? They asked me why you choose QA. Then technical question was explain double OP concept in Java. Double OP concept in Java means they have 4 concepts. You will learn about it when you have come to the campus. And algorithm for sorting, swap values, and arrays. They asked me to write the code for sorting, swap values, and arrays. You will learn about this from future. And join 2 tables in MySQL. MySQL means the databases which we have initiate the data and store the data. So fourth question was what you know about automation tools. So I refer some automation tools before I went to the interview. I explained them to the Selenium tools, Appiums, and many more tools. Fifth question was what kind of project did you do? For the third year, first semester, we did some project as a group. You will also do that group. For prepare your LinkedIn to better and best, and add these project details to that LinkedIn profile. Then you can collaborate your details with your LinkedIn profile. Then you can apply through the LinkedIn profile to the company. Thank you. If you have any question, raise me. This is my personal email. So I would like to thank you, Ms. Premisa, to give me opportunity to address our juniors. Thank you.
So So don't worry about those technical terms because I just asked them to introduce about the internship, right? So don't fear about those terms. You will learn about those terms. And in the questions also you are asking how to choose the path. Those things are now, don't worry about that. Just now, what you have to know is our department have the ability to provide a strong career path, right? So what you have to do is you have to put effort. Okay. So from the you have all 4 years, but you have to, after joining your starting your first year, first semester, you have to work on that. Okay. So don't worry all those steps. You will learn in future, and we are here. The lecturers and your seniors are here. So if you have any doubts, you can contact us. So for the moment, you don't need to worry about that. And thank you so much, Sangeeta and Madhushan. They are currently working as interns, and we took their time. So thank you so much. I think you can leave. So we
Thank
will
you, madam.
continue. Thank you. Thank you. So the students, so you don't worry about the questions are you are asking the paths, what you choose. So don't worry about that. So I just introduce you to what are the paths that your future career path, what are the paths that you can choose, right? So after joining your first year, so we will take you the lectures in the programming, so other designing time. So you can when you learn only, you can identify whether you are a software engineer person, or you are a designing related person. So based on your interest, you can choose, right? For that, first thing you have to learn those stuff, right? So don't worry for the moment. So these two students are in our final year. They are choosing subject that's related to our subject, right? So the first slide also I introduce you there's a 3D generalist person who has the interest in the 3D animations and the 3D game designing. So that person, from the day one itself, he put an effort. Personally, he put, because we don't have any courses related to 3Ds. So he personally put his effort to become a 3D generalist. So I would like to introduce him, but for the moment he is doing his interns as a physically, so we can't get him, but I get his recording. So I want to play his recording because he is the person, if you um, so he's the person, one of the example, if you can follow whatever you are interested related to the software engineering field, right? So he's Himanda Abevansa, currently working as a 3D generalist in tech or in company. So let's hear from him also. So can somebody tell me whether you can hear the voice and the voice in the video? Can somebody tell me? Okay, so let's start.
Sorry, ma'am, we can't hear his voice.
It's not here.
So didn't you hear?
No, miss, we can't hear.
Okay. Wait, I'll share.
Hi
Let me
everyone.
confirm.
So
Can you hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
I will start the presentation. So first I will introduce myself. So
Wait.
who am I? So I'm Himanta Abhivansha. So I'm a fourth year student in Faculty of Technology. I'm currently on my last semester internship. So here is me, and what I do for the internship is, so I'm working on a company called Creative Hub that provides Web3 related services. So this is the company logo. It's called Creative Hub, and yeah, what I do there. So I will introduce me as a 3D generalist. So someone who will handle and have an understanding of common 3D related tasks. So what I do is basically creating different forms of 3D artworks or renders. For example, 3D characters, 3D logos, illustrations, animations, product modeling, and other things. So yeah, this is an explanation of whose 3D generalist is. So I will skip this. So these are some of my artworks that I have done. So these are basically some character artworks for games, and like I have done freelancing. These are some of them. So to do this, I use free and open source software called Blender. So this is the Blender basically. I'll this, and yeah. So next, let's see. So how and why I choose this path as my career. So basically I would say what led me to this path is, so I would say I choose this as a career because from the experiences and the interests that I have through my life, I wanted to do something that I love doing for my entirety of life. So I have turned my hobbies and favorites as my career. So as humans, I think everyone wanted to do what they love, what they feel good, and what make them happy in their life. So I feel what we need is a deep understanding of ourselves and desires. So we have to search and find what is within us. So as everyone is different from another, so it is something we have to figure out ourselves what you are passionate about. So basically I am doing what I'm passionate about. Okay, so how I learn to do things when I'm in my university. So when it comes to learning new things, modern world is very helpful, and we can find almost everything online from the internet through different websites, pages, communities such as YouTube, Facebook, Udemy, Stack Overflow. So I hope you have heard of Stack Overflow, which is a community that people helping each other in coding in general. So this would be a lot helpful you in future when you start programming. Okay, also everything in your course module you that you will be able to learn things through online. Okay, so use the technologies that you have to your advantages, like the internet. So don't let them manipulate them. So let's see how I found the job opportunity. So this is the basic process of how. So this is the ways that we can find job opportunities. Okay, I have listed some of them. So basically I found my job from LinkedIn, and these are some websites and that you can find jobs. Okay, So how I apply to these jobs? So this is basically the basic process. I search for jobs in my field, research hiring companies, and I prepare my resume for submission. So resume a CV is something that you must have when you are trying to get a job. So this is my resume. Not a resume, this is a CV. This is my CV. Yeah, so I have decided if a cover letter is right for me, and submit my resume and portfolio. So as a artist, you have to manage some kind of website or like somewhere that you showcase your artworks. So these are some of the website that you can create portfolios. This is our online website. So as well as you can manage portfolio on social medias. Okay, and so check what is a portfolio and why you need it. Okay, and then I have researched more and I have prepared for the interviews. Like they asking different types of questions, and after internship, after the interviews, after they ask questions and they got me hired. So you can find these online as well as your faculty and lecturers, and they will also help you in figuring these things out, like how to create a CV and things when you are going to apply a job. Okay, and yeah, that's the end of the presentation. So thank you for being here, and thanking to my university and the Faculty of Technology, my dear lecturers, thanking you for giving me this amazing opportunity.
So that's from one of our that 3D generalist person. So basically, I think from his presentation onwards, you can have how he find his passion, right? So don't worry about the technical terms and the technical things they showcase. They are just they are in the final year, but you are in the first year. So what you have to pick up is you have to put your hard works, right? If you are the one who decide which path and how you how much of effort you have to put to make other companies to hire you, right? So don't worry about these stuffs. And in the university also, we have a good Wi-Fi, so you will have free Wi-Fi, so which is faster. So the Himanda also use like Himanda, you have to use university stuffs in a creative manner, so in an effective way. So you can have many opportunities when it comes to university, right? So don't worry about that. What you have to do is you have to follow your courses and put extra efforts and ask doubts, clear your doubts with your lecturers, and you can contact your seniors or other persons in the industry. You can make connections, right? So don't worry about the technical stuffs. I will be one of the lecturer to your first year, first semester subjects. So you can contact me. If you have rather than that technical, like how can I choose path and how did they do that 3D animations, you can ask other questions. So don't worry, those stuffs you will be learned. If you have interest and if you really want, you will be find some ways to learn, right? So don't worry about that. So if you have any questions rather than that, you can ask. So in the question and answers and the talking with the speakers, so the girls, I find there is no girls didn't talk, so you have to talk, right? So as well as boys, you have to talk. So we will consider your questions and consider your, so the person using that Nova phone, please rename, otherwise we can't get your attendance. So you have to follow our instruction, then only you can be whatever you want, you can achieve, right? So follow the instructions and make extra efforts in each subject, right? So do you want anything to ask more than this?
Sorry, miss, I can't change the
You
name.
can click that rename. So there is a 3 dots, right? When
Okay.
you, there is a 3 dots, you can click that.
I stayed outside, ma'am, at the moment.
Okay, using the phone also you can change, rename, because when it comes to, we are recording this session. So after that we will get your attendance reports. So in that we can't add your registration number. That's your purpose only, we will discuss.
Okay, miss, I'll change.
Other questions? If you don't have any questions, let's find up today's orientation session. So tomorrow session will be there. So be on time and please actively participate. Both girls and boys, you have to ask questions. If you have any questions, you can discuss with them. Okay. So welcome to the university. Not yet, we will confirm the date soon, so don't worry about that. Within the first week of August, you will have your lectures, right? So don't worry about that. So
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes,
What about the subject selections and
for that's too high for the moment, so don't worry. First year and second year you don't have any selections. The all subjects you have to learn. After the first year or second year, you will have the instruction to how to choose, right? So don't worry for the moment.
thank you,
So
ma'am.
the recordings will be shared through the representative of this orientation session. So we will share that link soon. Okay. So okay. So our head or dean will contact you or confirm that whether it's a physical or online. I don't know for the moment. So whether it's physical or online, you have to use when it comes to lectures, you have to be actively participate. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, miss.
Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, miss.